Yo, yo, yo. Stanley Parable. That was nice of the narrator. He's going to let me choose whatever time I want in the future. The end is never. End is never the. Is never the end? Never the end is.
This is the story of a man named
Like how I get a trophy for getting my first trophy.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I can't open 420? Boo.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered. This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I did. I wanted to say hi to the... see my employee lounge room. Oh my goodness. Oh no! Sorry about that.
Ah, yes, truly a room worth admiring. It had really been worth the detour after all, just to spend a few moments here in this immaculate, beautifully constructed room. Stanley simply stood here, drinking it all in.
No.
But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah. Not good.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and no one gets to tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death. Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Good, I think I'm powerful too. Let's get another light going. Little Christmas light. My camera is awful, so you can't really see what it is, but it's supposed to be a cardinal. Alright, take 2.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
I thought jumping to my death would just respawn me where it was. I was wrong.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it.
I can duck down. That's kind of cool. I don't know why.
Wow. Yes, this room. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nah.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy, really, I'm not. I realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult.
Just seeing if I can turn up my microphone.
Trying to make every decision by
Okay,
yourself.
is that better?
For me,
Okay.
I'm asking for
If that's too loud, let me know.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to redeem yourself. To put your work aside. To let her back into your life.
Who?
She's been waiting.
Who's she? Is there any way not to go in this room? Let me back. Damn. I wonder. Nope.
But in his eagerness to prove that he is in control of the story and
I
never
thought you could
gets to
jump.
tell him what to do, Stanley leapt from the platform and plunged to his death.
Sorry.
Good job, Stanley. Everyone thinks you are very powerful.
Good. I'm glad they do. I think it says never the end is. Not the end is never, but never the end is. Alright.
All of his
Take
co-workers
3.
were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, this was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. The lounge was sublime, a work of art. But eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left.
Nope.
Stanley was so bad at following directions, it's incredible he wasn't fired years ago. Look, Stanley, I think perhaps we've gotten off on the wrong foot here. I'm not your enemy.
I don't think we have. I think we got on the right
I
foot.
realize that investing your trust in someone else can be difficult, but the fact is that the story has been about nothing but you all this time. There's someone you've been neglecting, Stanley. Someone you've forgotten about. Please, stop trying to make every decision by yourself. Now, I'm not asking for me, I'm asking for her.
I wonder if I can... No, I can't write my own chat. Oh, yeah, I can. Let's see if my own chat will work.
This is it, Stanley. Your chance to
it
redeem
will.
yourself. To
All
put
right.
your work aside. To let her back into your life. She's been waiting. That's her, Stanley. You need to be the one to do this. To reach out to her. If you can
Nope.
truly place your faith in another, then pick up the phone.
Nope. Can't place my faith in another. Sorry. I'll watch it rain. Can I unplug it?
As Stanley picked up the phone, a white light engulfed him, filling him not just with radiance, but with hope. Hope for a life reunited.
Stanley Parable.
Wait.
It's an old game,
Stanley.
but it recently came out for PlayStation. That's why I'm playing
That
it.
wasn't supposed to be a choice. How did you do that? You actually chose incorrectly. I didn't even know that was possible. Let me double check. No, it It's definitely here, clear as day. Stanley picks up the phone. He's taken to his apartment where he finds his wife, and the two pledge themselves to one another. Music comes in.
I like how he says
white,
pledge.
credits.
We pledge
Not picking
each
up the
other.
phone is actually somehow an incorrect course of action. How is that even possible? None of these decisions were supposed to mean anything. I don't understand. How on earth are you making meaningful choices? What did you... Wait a second. Did I just see... No, that's not possible. I can't believe it. How had I not noticed it sooner? You're not Stanley. You're a real person. I can't believe I was so mistaken. This is why you've been able to make correct and incorrect choices. And to think I've been letting you run around in this game for so long. If you'd made any more wrong choices,
I don't
you might
play
have
the
regretted
show,
it entirely. It's as though you completely ignored even the
I
most
could always get
basic
it.
safety protocol for real-world decision-making. Or did you not grasp the
I do like
severity
baseball.
of the
You are
situation?
right about that.
Well, I won't have that kind of risk on my watch. I'm going to stop the game for a moment so we can educate you properly on safe decision-making in the real world.
There's another baseball
Please
game I might get,
observe
though.
this helpful instructional video.
Ooh, that's cool when I look down.
Choice. It's the best part of being a real person. But if used incorrectly, can also be the most dangerous. For example,
Every time you
in
pitch
this
to Wander
scenario,
Franco?
a hypothetical real person named Rupert has a choice.
Why Wander
He can invent a
Franco?
machine that eliminates food shortages across the world to make life better for all people. Or he could spend years of hard work forgetting how to read. Which choice would you make? Remember that unlike here, the real world makes sense, and at no time should you make a choice that does not conform to rational logic. If you find yourself speaking with a person who does not make sense, in all likelihood, that person is not real. Allow the person to finish their thought, then provide an excuse why you cannot continue talking. Turn to a partner and practice saying,
Yeah.
My goodness, is it 4:30? I'm supposed to be having a back sack
No
and
bueno.
crack."
No bueno. Wander Franco is not a very good fella. Haven't heard about him in a while, which leads me to believe he's gone
Excellent.
forever.
Making choices on a regular basis is the best part to a healthy decision-making process. Most medical professionals recommend making at least 8 choices per day. Do you make more than 8? Less? And finally, if you begin to wonder if your choices are actually meaningful and whether you'll ever make a significant contribution to the world,
I hate making
just
choices.
remember
In all
that
honesty, in
the
life,
vast infiniteness of space,
I like people
your
making
thoughts
choices
and
for me 'cause
problems are materially
might feel
insignificant,
complex.
and the feeling should subside. At this time, your instructor will guide you in an exercise to test and reinforce the
Self-loathing.
material covered in this video.
It's like,
Welcome
I feel
back.
feel bad if I don't.
Noticed that this room has begun to deteriorate as a result of narrative
I
contradiction.
mean, I feel bad if
But
I do
not
make
to
a choice
worry. Now
and
that
something
you're
goes
fully
awry.
informed
I'm
on
like,
your
oh, it's all my
decision-making,
fault
we're
because
going
I
to
made the
revisit
choice.
choice you made just a few
So.
minutes ago and see what the correct thing to do would have been. This way, please.
Anyway, anywhere else? I wonder. Can I sneak through anywhere? Nope. Damn. Yeah. I trust people. I don't trust myself. Alright, can I go through here now? Oh, 3 straight. Yikes.
Now that we know your choices are meaningful, we
I forget what the game is called that I might get, the baseball game. Like, you're a manager, you manage teams, manage trades. It actually sounds really interesting. And they, like, MLB actually uses it for, like,
unfortunately, it seems this place
figuring out
does not
actual
really
trades to do.
with reality.
I think it's like not backyard baseball. What is it called? I forget. It's on Steam. Like, it was on sale, so I might as well just get it. I know some people. It's like sounds like a snooze fest to some people, but to me, pretending I'm a manager of a team sounds like pretty cool to me. All right. What's next? They're gonna make me go back through the correct door. I don't want to go through the correct door, though.
Almost there. You'll take the door on the left, back to the correct ending, the story will have resolution once again, and you'll be home free in the real world.
No. I think I'm still gonna turn around and go in the right door.
Now remember, all you need to do is behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Sweet. I'm gonna go through the door on my right.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back in the other direction. Perhaps we're not too late.
Are we too late? Oh, that's interesting. Let me in the door! Alright, fine. I guess I had to be like standing. Now what?
Oh, it's ruined. I can't believe, after everything we talked about, that my story, you've destroyed my work. Why? For what? What did you get out of that? What did you think was so special about seeing the game undone, left here like so much garbage? It's worthless now. And what am I supposed to do? Even if there were a way to continue, would it be worth it? To know that my story is now incorrect? How can I go back to that? I can't erase that knowledge. I'll have to live with it forever, reliving its impossibility forever. I couldn't live that way. Is it better to shut the game down entirely? To willingly destroy all of my work? I don't know. What's the answer? What do I do? What do I do? What do I... No, I have to. I have to shut the game down. I have to. I have to.
No! No! Oh. I think I broke it.
I'm here. I'm still here. Here in this pile of rubbish. With you. You. Who thought you were so clever. Now look where we are. My entire game is destroyed. It was the only thing in the world that was mine, and you've run it into the ground.
I can't jump.
What, did you think that would be funny? You just had to see? Didn't I impress upon you how important it was to be like Stanley? He actually knows how to do what I tell him to. He understands that if I say to do something, there's a damn good reason for it.
Whoa, why would that be swearing?
It occurred to you, has it? That there's a world outside of you? You're a child. Oh, my story. If you'd just gone through the door on the left, you would have seen it. There was a whole underground facility. You would have destroyed it and been victorious. It would have been so perfect. I worked so hard on it. I tried so hard.
I actually followed what they wanted me to do the first time. It's pretty boring.
Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll
Let me in the right door.
Right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Here we go. Attaboy.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead.
I'm just going to keep doing it until...
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope. Oh, nothing happened. Nothing?
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
Nope.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back.
All right, maybe I'll.
Exactly as Stanley would.
Fine. It won't do anything.
And always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow my lead and you'll be fine. All right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
It's just to break the rules of the game.
No! Why did you do that? Quickly, hurry back. Behave exactly as Stanley would. That means choosing responsibly and always putting the story first. I'm quite sure you'll be up to the task. Just follow
I don't
my
know,
lead
it's
and you'll be
just a
fine.
random office.
Right. When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his left.
All right, fine. There's just a lot of different options in this game.
Yet there was not a single person here either. Feeling a wave of disbelief, Stanley decided to go up to his boss's office, hoping he might find an answer there.
That seems accurate. Thanks, I feel unique. See, it's a funny game. Right now, you're both of them. What are your dreams for the future? Plant life, football, pollution, spring break. Alright. More water cooler heaters. What do you want? More coolers. More water. Let me in the broom closet. Fine. Don't.
Coming to a staircase, Stanley walked upstairs to his boss's office.
Can I not? Can I avoid it? Unionize the office. Yeah, unionize. Stalin. The beige pages. Not the yellow pages, the beige pages. I want to go in these doors. This reminds me of...
Inside his manager's office, Stanley was once again stunned to discover not an indication of any human life. Shocked, unraveled, Stanley wondered in disbelief who orchestrated this, until he saw the door with a voice receiver next to it. Surely behind this door
Oh, look, the
all the answers to his
panda!
questions. And beyond all probability,
And the toxic
he knew the
waste.
passcode. He had seen it on his boss's computer just last week. Night Shark 115. Was this the code to open the door?
All the pollution, it's
Still
beautiful.
worked. There was only one way to find out. Stanley had been trained never to speak up, but now he would draw from within himself the courage to face the unknown. He drew a sharp breath and then spoke the code.
Whale Shark 216.
Stanley spoke the code. Night Shark 115. He spoke it into the receiver, right there on the wall.
Dolphin Starfish
I'm
815.
sorry, is there a problem? You didn't mishear me, did you? Please speak the code into the receiver. Otherwise, we can't get on with the story. This is a crucial step.
Night Shark 216.
Okay, fine. You're not going to do it. But you know what? It's pretty humiliating to bring you this far, only for you to suddenly decide you have better things to do. I asked you for this one single thing, for your respect. The kind of respect Stanley shows for his choices. He knows what it means to take a story seriously.
I'm sorry, I forgot the
If you
code.
didn't want to see what I had to show you, then why did you come here?
I did,
You had a
but-
choice, you know. You could have gone through the door on the right. You could have done whatever the hell you wanted over there. Why did
I
you
did.
come this way? Speak. Say something to me. Explain yourself, you coward. You... When Stanley came into a set of two open doors, he entered the door on his left. Stanley? Hello? Are you... Is everything okay? Stanley, please. I need you to make a choice.
The end.
Through the door. Are you listening
Wow.
to me? Can you hear me?
That was beautiful.
Stanley, this is important. The story needs you. It needs you to make a decision. It cannot exist without you. Do you understand me? Whatever choice you make is just fine. They're both correct. You cannot be wrong here. We can work together. I'll accept whatever you do. I simply need you to take that step forward, please. Choose. Do something. Something. This is more important than you can ever know. I need this. The story needs it. So, you hear me? Are you there? Are you listening to this? Stanley, are you there? Okay. It's okay, I promise. You need time to decide. Time to make sure your choice is correct. That is the best choice. That's all right. I'll wait for you to decide what's the right
Excuse me.
thing to do. Take as much time as you need.
What in the world just happened? I think there's like 14,000 endings to this game. Or like different paths you can take. Which is ridiculous.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo.
Ooh, new content.
Oh, new content? What does that mean, new content?
I'm telling you, this game, it's just crazy. It's going, man. It's going. I'm not loving it, but, you know. I'm streaming on YouTube right now because my kids found my Twitch. Because they found my Instagram, and my Twitch is linked in my Instagram, so now they're following my Twitch. That's why I'm on YouTube right now.
After receiving critical and commercial success, it was expanded upon in 2022 with the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, a reimagining of the game for consoles and home computers.
Yeah. I might just create a new Twitch. I mean, I'm not too concerned.
That broadens and expands the world of the Stanley Parable, delighting audiences the world over.
You might do what later in life? New content?
Please step inside and see what thrilling new adventures await in the Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe.
Oh, well, this sounds delightful. I'm very excited to see the thrilling new Ultra Deluxe content. Okay, so far it's an elevator.
It's not what I expected.
Yet, but I'm sure it's just the beginning of a mesmerizing adventure.
My mentor and my therapist both say I have to have a positive outlook. So
is it broken? What's going on here? Should we be moving somewhere? Oh, there we go. All right, finally, at long last, it's on to the new content. I've never been more ready.
Yeah, I'm in 3 inclusion U.S. history classes and 1 government class. And I don't mind it. They asked me what I wanted to do, and like co-teach, and that's why I wanted to co-teach, because I love U.S. history.
It's as if them... Oh, okay. Let's see the content.
And U.S. government.
Give me the content, Stanley.
I don't think love is the right word for it, because we have a lot of dark history, but I enjoy it.
All right, let's see. It's the jump circle?
Nope. I'm gonna do all but 1 jump. I had to take a praxis and then apply to get temporary, like 1-year certification, since I'm still in school. Alright, that's all but 1.
Is that it? Surely that's not all the new content. There has to be something else, right?
Alright, fine, maybe I'll jump 1 more time. I don't want to, but I will. Oh, didn't do anything. Why does that surprise me? Where does this wire even go? It just loops on itself. Alright, whatever. Yeah. I miss the high needs kids.
I have to say, initial impressions
A lot.
of this game are not positive. It's
I'm
just
mostly
elevators
just
and
a
jump.
warm body in the
Is this
classroom
what
because the
counts
main
for
teacher
exciting new
is doing a
content?
lot.
If this is new content, then I could just read you the whole dictionary. There's 20 hours of new content right there.
And just to being a special ed teacher.
I could count to 30 trillion. You could put that on the box. The Stanley Parable Ultra Deluxe, now with over 1,000 hours of new content. And oh, wait. There's more. Very good. Yes. I knew there had to be something else. Let's see it. I'm ready for whatever it is.
Oh, I can't jump again. I want to jump again.
That's it? Oh, you could be kidding me. You see, Stanley? This is what happens when greedy video game developers with no respect for their fan base rush a cheap expansion to market for no reason other than to make an
Rush a cheap expansion. Took him 8 years, 9 years, I think.
In fact, I'm looking right now at the game's trophies, and it's hard to believe one of them actually says, "Test trophy, please ignore." What quality assurance department signed off on this? I'm infuriated and I'm offended, and I intend to find these people on Twitter and hold them personally accountable. It's my fault, Stanley.
Well, this is outdated
too much
now.
anticipation around
He called
new
it
content,
Twitter.
I'm afraid. It could never
It's not
have
called
lived up
Twitter
to such
anymore.
expectations.
It's called
If
X.
you're still with me, why don't we just reset the game? And we'll try to get back to what the Stanley Parable is really about. No frills, no gimmicks. Just you and me having a great time together like always. What do you say, friend?
No. There's got to be more new content than that. I mean, it's my first time playing the game, so I'm not upset. It was new content. I got to jump. This is not my office. That's a picture of my office.
Psst. Stanley, come over here. In the vent. Oh, you don't want to see the cool surprise I made for you? Well, fine. You're a dork anyway, so who cares?
Yeah, I don't care about the vent.
When Stanley came to a set of 2 open doors, he entered the door on his... This was not the correct way to the meeting room, and Stanley knew it perfectly well. Perhaps he wanted to stop by the employee lounge first, just to admire it. Standing now...
I should have done the new content. Damn
Stanley
it!
for the first, but eager to get back to business, Stanley took the first open door on his left. And so he detoured through the maintenance section, walked straight ahead to the opposite door, and got back on track.
See, this is what I'm talking about. Even if you take the right path, they have another detour. It's like... I should have taken the vent. I really should have. I think there probably would have been more new content.
But Stanley didn't want to go back to the office. He wanted to wander about and get even further off track.
Exactly.
So now, in order to get back, he needed to go, from here, it's, left.
I don't want to go left. Why is it always left?
Oh, no. No, it's to the right. My mistake.
Now I do want to go left. Nice.
No, not the right. Why would I have ever said it was to
Oh,
the
it's
right?
back in town.
What was I thinking? It's clearly... Oh dear, would you hold on for a minute, please? Now, let's see. We went down right, left, down, left, right. Yep, okay, yes. I've got it now. This story is absolutely, definitely this way.
I don't believe you. I don't think it is this way. Seems a little sketchy, bro.
No. This isn't right at all. You're not supposed to be here yet. This is all a spoiler. Quick, Stanley, close your eyes. Okay. We just have to get back to, oh, who am I kidding? It's all rubbish now. The whole story completely unusable. How about, rather than waste my time trying to salvage this nonsense, we'll just restart the game from the beginning. And this time, suppose we don't wander so far off track, Okay, from the top.
Good lord, this game. I'm gonna start playing, I bought a game, like a Prison Break game, for my computer. I should start playing that.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. When Stanley... Wait, what? No, I restarted. I swear, I definitely restarted the game over, completely fresh. Everything should be... Oh, did something change? Stanley, did you change anything when we were back in that room with all the monitors?
Maybe.
Did you move the story somewhere?
Oh, that's bright. I'm blinded.
Why am I asking you? I'm the one who wrote the story. was right here just a minute ago. I know for sure that it's here somewhere. Okay, then. It's an adventure. Come, Stanley. Let's find the story.
I want to take that door. It's blocked. I want it. Let me in the door. Oh no. I thought it would restart too, but that's not this game. Let's do the door he actually wanted us to go through initially. How about that?
I'll say it. This is the worst adventure I've ever been on. I can promise you there definitely was a story here before. Do we need to restart the game again? Well, I find it unlikely that we'll ever progress by starting over and over again, but it's got to be better than this. Okay, let's give it a shot. Why not?
No, don't. Oh no. He restarted it again.
All of his co-workers were gone. What could it mean? Stanley decided to go to the meeting room. Perhaps he had simply missed a memo. Okay, yep, it's worse. I might be remembering this wrong. It's possible the story is back where we just came from. Why don't we go back the other direction and see if we missed anything?
I don't think we missed anything.
Aha! I knew we'd missed something. The story. Here it comes. No, wait. Never mind. Not the story. Okay, let's head back the other way and retrace our steps.
I just retraced my... Oh my... Lord, what just happened?
No, it's... Well, I'll be honest. I don't recognize this place at all. Is this the story? I don't think so. I can't quite recall, but I believe my story took place in an office building. Is that correct? Do you remember, Stanley? Well, do you know what? Since I've completely forgotten what we were supposed to be doing, how about this? You win! Congratulations! I know you did a lot of hard work, and it really
I won.
paid off, so good job.
I don't know what I won, but I won.
Oh, no, I don't feel right about this at all. We
Oh,
both
man.
know you didn't put in any actual work for that win. Some people win fair and square, and this was not one of those situations. Okay, I'm getting weirded out by whatever this place is. I don't care what might happen this time. I have to restart.
Boys are back in town, boys are back in town. Oh, they gave me a line to follow.
All right, I've got a solution. This time, to make sure we don't get lost, I've employed the help of the Stanley Parable Adventure Line. Just follow the line. How simple is that?
Follow the yellow brick line. Follow the yellow brick line. Follow. Nope. I'm doing what you initially told me to do.
No, I'm down. We're leaving it up to the line from now on.
You sure? Fine. I'll follow your damn line. Oh, somebody spilled coffee. Sad.
You see? The line knows where the story is. It's over in this direction. Onward, Stanley, to destiny. Though, here's a thought. Wouldn't wherever we end up be our destination, even if there's no story there? Or to put it another way, is the story of no destination still a story? Simply by the act of moving forward, are we implying a journey such that a destination is inevitably conjured into being via the very manifestation of the nature of life itself? Okay, Stanley, I need to follow this train of thought for a minute. Just stick with me. Now, we can both agree that the nature of existence is in fact a byproduct of one's subjective experience of that existence, right? Okay. Now, if my experience of your existence rests
Which show are you
inside
playing?
your subjective
You're playing
experience
23
of this
or
office, is this office in
older
fact
one?
the skeleton of my own relative experiential mental subjective construct? Whoa. Hang on. That got a bit
Also, what are
weird
you
back
playing it
there.
on?
Well,
Because
I'd like
maybe
to
I'll buy it.
apologize
If you have a
for where I was
PlayStation,
going.
maybe I'll buy it.
You know what? I think what we need right now is a bit of music to lighten the mood.
What in the world? Oh, man. Go figure. This game is just very strange. This game is so strange.
Wait, cut the music, go back and look at that fern.
Look
Stanley,
at that
this
fern.
will be very important later in the story. Make sure you study it closely and remember it carefully. You won't want to miss anything.
Alright. It's a very nice fern. I must admit. Yeah, Xbox had to go and buy Fallout, or Bethesda, which makes Fallout, so
Wait, what? We're back at the office?
now
No,
those games are not on PlayStation,
Lion,
so...
you do know we're looking for the Stanley Parable, right? The story? Is any of this ringing a bell?
Oh, Lord. Where do you want me to go, sir? I'm going in circles again. Oh, I'm at the end again.
No, not again, Lion. How could you have done this to us? And after we trusted you, after everything we've been through, you... Oh, I can't take this anymore. To hell with it. Restart.
I wonder if... Isn't it on PC? I don't know. I think the show is on PC. So if I get it for Microsoft Windows, will that
I say forget the
play
adventure
with
line. What's it ever done for us?
Xbox?
We're intelligent people,
I
right?
doubt it.
Why can't we make up our own story? Something exciting, daring, mysterious. Ooh, this all sounds perfectly doable. Why don't we simply start wandering in, well, I don't know. How about this direction? Now, yes, this is exciting. Just me and Stanley forging a new path, a new story. Well, it could be anything. What do you want our story to be? Go wild. Use your imagination. Whatever it might be, Stanley, I'm ready for it.
Yeah, you don't really leave much up to imagination when
not
there's no
you
doors.
again. Stanley, I'd also like to veto the line from having any role in our awesome new story. No lines or monitor rooms. Just don't acknowledge it, and we should be fine.
I love how they have, like, I love how they trademark the line. And then the word it, like, trademark pending.
Ah, a choice. We get to make a decision. From here, the story is in our control. How important we mustn't squander the opportunity. In fact, I believe I need a minute to think here. Just walk in circles for a minute. Okay, so I know that each door has to lead somewhere. which means that somewhere...
Of course I'm going to walk in reverse circles.
There must be a reverse door that leads here. And that in turn means that our destination corresponds with the counter-inverted reverse door's origin. So starting from the right, let us ask, will taking the right door lead us to where we're going? And since the answer is clearly yes, then by all accounts, the door on the right is the correct one. Another victory for logic. Come, Stanley, our destiny awaits.
Excuse me. I don't like your destiny. But okay, I guess I will. I've been playing
What's this?
Fusion Ending for 17 minutes.
You're telling me that's what this is? It's all one giant ending? And we're supposed to restart the game, what, eight times? That's really how all this goes? It's all determined? So now, according to the schedule, I restart again. Then what? Am I just supposed to forget? Well, what if I don't want to forget? My mind goes blank simply because it's written here on this thing.
That's
wall.
quite...
Well,
I've already had 8 restarts. I thought it was less than that.
Why don't I get a say in all of this? Is it really... No, it can't be. I don't want it to be. I don't want the game to keep restarting. I don't want to forget what's going on. I don't want to be trapped like this. I won't restart the game. I won't do it. I won't do it. I won't do it. And the timer stopped? Does that mean, did we do it? Did we break the cycle? The, whatever it is that made this schedule? How would we even know? Will someone come for us? Will something happen? So, okay. I guess now we just wait, you know. I suppose in some way that this is a kind of story, wouldn't you agree? I'm not quite sure if we're in the destination or the journey, though they're always saying that life is about the journey and not the destination. So I hope
that is true, they do say that.
Right now. We'll find out, won't we? Eventually. Well, in the meantime, if you...
And so again, we restart. I need to look up how many different endings there are. There are quite a few. Let's see. I was looking at your stoplight Instagram story post. Like, it looked like Noma or maybe even Brookland had a lot of stoplight incidents based on that map, and I'm wondering, like, it's crazy. My dad got a ticket when we visited DC as a kid, or when me and Julia were kids. My dad got like a ticket in the mail like 3 months later, and he's like, "What? I didn't run any stoplights in Boston." And it was like on Mass Ave and like next to the Capitol and Union Station. Alright, so in the initial Stanley Parable game that came out 10 years ago, there were 19 different endings. In the Ultra Deluxe version, which is the version I have here, there are 24 additional extra endings. That's crazy. So, there's 43 different endings in this game. And I think we've done...
Stanley, come over here. In the vent.
Oh, they're giving me an opportunity to vent again. Alright. Bet. Coffee nut. I thought that's a Dunder Mifflin. How does it make the city less safe? I feel like if you have tickets, it'll incentivize people not to speed.
Okay, you remember how cheap and unsatisfying the new Ultra Deluxe content turned out to be? Well, it got me thinking about the past.
That is true.
And how much better the
I can't
Stanley
understand.
Parable used to be. So
That is true.
I made something
DC
special
traffic
and
is
tucked it away
horrendous.
here where the game's developers won't find
So,
it.
I guess you're right.
Just our little secret. Take a look.
That's pretty bad. That's like really bad. Like, ooh, pretty. I feel like I'm in Zelda. Or
I
Skyrim.
call it the memory zone. It's where I've been storing all my favorite memories so I can relive the peak experiences of my life whenever I want.
Ooh, can I destroy them?
Experiences like the launch of the Stanley Parable on PC.
That is a... You can? That's crazy. Is Bowser doing anything about it? That's crazy. I doubt
You see,
Bowser's
Stanley,
doing anything
doesn't
about
the
it.
memory zone remind you of how wonderful Stanley Parable was before it was sullied with a cheap PlayStation port? Remember back in October of 2013 when the game originally launched? Back then, video games had integrity. Back then, it all meant something. Oh, the waste.
Pressured gas instead of steam. That's a pretty funny. That's funny. Indoors monthly. Oh, Time magazine with a clock on it. You know, in all honesty, I think that Time magazine giving a clock the cover is better than making Taylor Swift Time Person of the Year. Changed my mind. What else we got? National Geographic. I don't know what is going on there. I wish I could zoom in. Graphs. Look at this graph. Oh, I'm not surprised. But at the same time, I'm a little surprised, considering y'all are such deadheads, and the Dead are nothing like Taylor Swift. But people have different tastes. I mean, it's a new development. Oh, I don't know. I like old Taylor. Maybe I should check out new Taylor. I mean, I like Lana Del Rey, and nobody in my family does. And I like ABBA, and nobody in my family does either. So, I have different tastes, I guess. Remember... Emily likes Lana Del Rey. Ah, girl. Lots of love. Oh, wow. So they got the rights to Firefox, but they didn't get the rights to... Well, Firefox is no longer around, so that makes sense. But Steam, not Steam. I had no clue. We never talk about music, so... we hardly talk at all, so... No, I'm kidding. It's okay. It's fine. It's not like I have 46 first cousins. Oh, wait. It's interesting. Yeah. It's what happens when you have 8 aunts and uncles on your dad's side and 9 aunts and uncles on your mom's side, or however many. Dude, I can't keep count. I love how I know I have 46 first cousins, but I don't know how many aunts and uncles I have. That's funny. I mean, I can name them all, so I could count them out, but I just tell people I have 17 aunts and uncles. I mean, just that are, like, directly related to me. Not their partners, but, like, my mom has 9 sisters, or 9 siblings, and my dad has 8 siblings. Not including their partners. It's crazy. See, Emily knows more than me. Yeah. Or you know. I guess you're the one that knows. I mean, our immediate family is really small. My dad's best man had a whole speech on, like, why my parents shouldn't marry. Because the size of my dad's family and the size of my mom's family, he was, like, his speech was from the national, what was it? The census takers or whatever, the national census gatherers, and he pretended he was one of the board members, and he's like, we can't have the Donahoes marry, or the Donahoe and DeWitt get married, because if that happens, they're going to take over the world. It's pretty funny. My mom and dad have it printed out on a piece of paper and framed.
And over here is where I keep reviews of the Stanley Parable. Like this stunning triumph of games journalism, 10 out of 10 from Destructoid.com. James Stephanie Sterling writes, and I quote,
like your parents have no siblings, you say your family's small.
End up less than any form of art. Stanley Parable strives and then succeeds to be every game ever created. Did you hear that, Stanley? Every game ever created. That's how grand and all-encompassing the original Stanley Parable was. It was literally every game ever created. It was Skyrim, it was Persona 3, it was all of them, and now it's nothing. It's no games at all. It isn't even the Stanley Parable anymore. It's just a husk now. A lifeless husk with an hour of new elevator content.
Yeah, that's kind of how I feel about my dad's side. Like, the DeWitt side is amazingly close. But Donahoe's side, my dad's from South Dakota. They all still live out in the closest one is in St. Louis. One of my uncles on my dad's side, and the furthest is in Idaho. His sister, he has one sister, but I feel like they weren't like him and his brothers were close, but not him with his sister. Person of the year. Oh, is that me? Is that Stanley? Yeah, that's pretty funny. And that's how they designed the game. Wow. This is amazing. I love this deluxe. Like, they're just patting themselves on the back. The original email. Oh, original remake, my bad. That's kind of an oxymoron, the original remake.
Here's another moving passage.
It's true, man. That's how family operates.
The Stanley Parable is both a richly stimulating commentary on the nature of choice in games and one that offers some of the most enjoyable, surprising, and rewarding choices I've ever been confronted with in a game. 9 out of 10. Don't you get it, Stanley? The game was perfect. It didn't need anything else. It didn't need new content. All they had to do was transport it in pristine condition along to the PlayStation. Boom, done. And they couldn't even do that. Couldn't resist the urge to go meddling with a beloved franchise.
Well, isn't that special? Repeatable carpet textures. This game is too much, man. Alright, where am I supposed to go?
These were simpler times, Stanley. But I wouldn't give to go back, to have it all over again. Wait, hang on. I don't recall this part of the memory zone before. What's this? What's down here? Oh, no. Oh, God, no, Stanley. It's a collection of reviews from Pressurized Gas, the extremely popular online storefront for computer games. I haven't looked at these in years. I can't even imagine what's been collecting down here. Surely these reviews were glowing as well, weren't they?
Oh, no.
Honestly, I could not be bothered to play this game to full completion. The narrator is obnoxious and unfunny, with his humor and dialogue proving to be more irritating than entertaining. Unfunny! I'm not trying to be funny. I'm trying to make a serious work of art. I suppose I could write up a handful of gags to insert into the Stanley Parable, but the game is already such a densely layered web of profound philosophical insights that I can't even imagine where I'd have the room to stick them.
Oh, I can't go that way. Is that supposed to be boxed wine? Or lightning in a bottle? Alright, you got an umbrella.
Okay, let's see what this one says. While the idea for the game is good, for someone who prefers non-linear games, this preachiness gets annoying fast. Preachy? Stanley, I'm not preachy, am I? You can tell me if I'm preachy. Honestly, you can. Oh, goodness. This is actually quite shocking for me. Well, to be honest, I had always thought of the game's dialogue as being rather terse to begin with. You can't know how much fluff I cut from the game to get it to feel as light and airy as it... Well, I always thought it did. But maybe it wasn't. Oh dear. What an awful memory to have to hold on to. These black marks on my otherwise unimpeachable track record. I feel like a failure. Like I let these people down.
The poor
Perhaps
narrator.
the Stanley Parable isn't quite as sterling as I always remembered. What's this one got to say? You constantly have to stop doing anything so the narrator can catch up with his long-winded explanations of what's happening. I wish there was a skip button. A skip button? Well, yes. Yes, I think we can do that. If I'm truly too preachy, then maybe letting you skip ahead for just a moment, surely it couldn't hurt. Not if it means we can strike these negative reviews from the record. Only positive reviews of the Stanley Parable. That's my motto today, and it's always been my motto. I'd do anything for the customer, Stanley. Yes, a skip button we shall have.
Alright, I'm gonna stop streaming in a
And
minute
here
here,
it is.
because I'm
Go
gonna watch
ahead
the
and give it
Amazing
a
Race.
shot. I'll pop you forward in time so that the second my incessant droning starts to bore you, with just the push of a
Thanks for
button,
watching
you'll
and
zip
talking to
right
me.
past it.
So,
It's what the
me
players
just
have been asking
talking to
for,
myself.
and I'm very proud to have delivered. No more listening to me rambling on and on and on. No, 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 no. The Stanley Parable is a game for the people. And if the people want silence, then by goodness, that's what they're going...